So we're well over a week into the Happy Challenge now, so I thought it would be a good time to reflect and just share the early experiences, particularly after yesterday. I found yesterday really difficult. I don't know if you were the same. I've detoxed from technology before, but not for a while, and I guess in many respects I failed a little bit yesterday, and we'll have to try harder next time. And one of the things that the challenge yesterday made me realise was there are so many ways we need technology nowadays and need to use it. So it's more about us getting distracted by social media and absolving our time in watching movies and scrolling through Facebook and looking at clips of stuff and reading things and then worrying about how that makes us feel and comparing ourselves and all the stuff that brings. We know that stuff. But the practicalities of not having technology really came home to me yesterday when I needed to go somewhere and I needed to book an Uber. I needed my phone. When I was cooking and I wanted to look up a recipe, I wanted the internet. Similarly, when I went and had a massage, I had some reflexology and there was a part of my foot that I could really feel something, and I thought, I need to look at that map of the reflexology feet thing so that I can figure out what that means. And there's all these things that always led me back to technology, and the practicalities around keeping in touch with people. You know, if you wanted to meet someone, text in, where are you going to be, what time shall we meet? The maps, you know, looking up places. There was so much stuff, but in the main, aside from a few texts and a few crucial, booking Ubers and crucial technological interventions, yesterday I did manage to get more time and more space and do other things that did not revolve around technology. And for me, with that space, I cooked, I went and had a massage, I went to a yoga class, I read an actual book, one that's made of paper and has pages. I went and took myself out for brunch, and normally whilst I'm there, particularly when I'm on my own, I'll be scrolling through my phone or working on my laptop. But because of the challenge yesterday, I actually sat and wrote in a real notebook with a pen and actual paper. And there were all these things that I kind of hadn't done for a while, and it was nice to be able to do that. Plus it did feel like I had a huge amount more time. But I did get that feeling of being lost when I sat down and on the sofa with a cup of tea, and your natural instinct these days is to pick up your phone and scroll through stuff and check messages and all that kind of stuff. So it was really noticeable. I don't know about you. I mean, I'd love to hear what you found, what you thought of yesterday, how you found it, and I guess I'm looking for other people to say, yeah, shit, it was hard too. That will make me feel better. Hey, listen, thanks for all the people that have got in touch already, and I'm really enjoying hearing how you're feeling about the challenge, what it's teaching you, and those that are excited and really into it, hey, that makes me feel great too. So thanks for sharing that with me and getting in touch. And for those that haven't yet, I'd love to know how you're finding it. I think for me, it's also particularly useful to share the purpose around the Get Happy Challenge, and particularly for me of late what it's brought home. So for those that follow my blog, for those that know me, the last few weeks have been pretty tough. I've been sick. I lost my grandmother. Her funeral was last week. It was in the UK. I'm in New Zealand. That was tough. And there's been other stuff going on for me. There's been some major life decisions I've had to make of late, some relationship stuff that I'm going through, and particularly this weekend I found it really hard to be happy. And I have left myself thinking at times, who are you trying to kid? You're rolling out this 30-day Happy Challenge and you're struggling to get yourself out of bed this morning. And for those that are in Wellington in New Zealand, you know that this weekend has been particularly tough weather-wise. We're in the middle of summer, yet the weather hasn't really delivered, although I know sitting here now it looks like it probably has. And that's the point of the Get Happy Challenge. The fact that you might cry yourself to sleep one night doesn't mean that you can't get up the next morning and get out and enjoy the sunshine. It doesn't mean that you can't smile at the guy in the convenience store who's selling you milk and bread for your breakfast. And those little things, that's what it's all about. It's about, yeah, the ups and downs will come and life won't be perfect, but it's about what we do in between times. It's how we find the silver lining in every cloud. And some days are cloudier than others, and I know particularly this weekend I felt that. It's been tough. But doing those little things and enjoying the little moments, being able to be out here and be in the sun, that's kind of the point. That's the happy challenge. It's the little things. It's how we make the most of every day, in and around all that other stuff that goes on, particularly when it's hard, because that's when it makes most of the difference. So whilst we might feel like we're dying inside sometimes, there are still things that will bring a smile to our face. In the worst of situations, the blackest of clouds, there is a silver lining. And the Get Happy Challenge is all about how we find that silver lining. And regardless of whether our life is great or whether we're really struggling to get up in the mornings, what is it that we can do every day? Those little small things that take no money, no effort. How do we notice those little moments, and how do we bring those little bits of silver lining into even the darkest of days? So I hope that you'll continue with the challenge and that you'll find some of that. If you're not on board with it yet, don't worry, we're only a week in, so there's still more than half of the challenge left to go. We're doing this for a month, so feel free to hop on the website, sign up, or follow it on Facebook, on the social media pages, because hey, even if we can only do half of the challenge, we'll still at least be half as more happy. So give it a shot, see how it works for you, and I hope that it manages, like for me, to bring you a little bit of silver lining into your cloudy days. And I guess just see these little points of our life, that the little changes we can make, the small things we do along the way, that actually make all the difference. And of course, that is life.